Imagine strutting around like a queen bee while your closet is a health hazard. If I were Nova, I'd wash my hands with bleach just to get the smell off.
They kept going, but I tuned out. Not because I was offended. Honestly, it all made sense. Stacy didn't rule the school out of confidence. She did it to distract people from the disaster she actually was. Anyway, I was feeling better, so I decided to take the day off and go home, when suddenly Dorian came running down the hallway.
Nova, it's Ella. They're moving her to a hospital. Her condition is getting worse.
The world blurred for a second, and I pushed Stacy out of the way and ran through the gates. We reached the hospital and saw Mom and Dad were sitting in the waiting room. Where is she? What happened?
She took a turn for the worse. The doctors are doing everything they can.
I sat down slowly. Ella, my baby sister, my sunshine. She was the only person who ever believed in me, and she was suffering. I buried my face in my hands, and that's when Dorian snapped.
Is this all your fault?
Dorian, please.
No, Mom, she needs to know. I've been trying for months to act normal, but no more.
What are you talking about?
You were supposed to babysit Ella, but instead, you chose to sneak out and go to your dumb party with her in the back seat. You'd barely gotten the car out of the driveway when you crashed into another car. You blacked out and Ella took the hit. She's been in a coma ever since.
But Mom told me her condition was contagious. That's why I couldn't see her.
Well, she lied. Because you hurt your head too and forgot all about the accident. And Mom didn't tell you so you could live your perfect little life like the golden child you are. I swear, if something happens to her, I will never forgive you.
And he stormed away, leaving me totally shaken. I bullied my best friend. My brother couldn't even look at me. And my little sister was in a coma because of me. This wasn't the life I wanted. I stood up quietly while everyone was still talking to the doctor, slipped out of the hospital, and ran straight home. I stormed into the attic, flung open every box until I finally found the diary. The next morning, before going to the psychic's house, I went to the hospital. I just had to make sure Ella was okay. And thankfully, when I got there, she was sitting on her bed smiling. I stopped a doctor walking by. Is she okay?
Yeah, she had a seizure, but it shocked her system so hard, it jump-started her like an old car battery. Guess sometimes being on your deathbed has its perks.
I took one look at Ella's face and walked in. As soon as she saw me, her face lit up. I ran over and hugged her tight. Hey there, you slept for a really long time.
Yeah, well, I needed my beauty sleep. Why do you look so old and wrinkly?
Probably because I'm sad and sorry for everything. I messed up your life.
It wasn't entirely your fault. I was jumping around like a monkey in the back seat, remember? You couldn't even see the car behind us. I basically launched us into it. So I guess I'm sorry too.
Well, I'm sorry too, Nova. I shouldn't have snapped like that yesterday. I haven't always been the best brother because I've often let jealousy get in the way.
I wasn't exactly the best sister either. What I did with Maya and how I treated people around me was horrible.
Yeah, but you're changing. I saw what you did for Maya. That's growth.
I nodded slowly. I'd spent so long being angry about everything I wasn't. I forgot to appreciate what I had. My adorably flawed family. And all I really wanted to do was to go back and mend things now.
Namaste, fellow seeker. What brings you here today? Oh, it's you. Welcome back.
You recognize me?
Why do you always ask the same question? Of course I do. I can see through dimensions too. Like in one of my parallel lives, I was this really hot girl who lived on the streets doing odd jobs until one day this handsome rich guy asked me to be his date. He bought me clothes, took me to parties, and eventually fell in love with me.
Like Pretty Woman?
Yes, I was a very pretty woman. But enough about me. Tell me what you need.
I told her I wanted to reverse the curse, and Coco Lynn stared at me blankly.
Are you sure? Once I reverse the curse again, the spell will seal itself. No more rewinds. So make up your mind. You can't keep jumping between realities.
I already have. I want to go home. And this time I won't hide behind Dorian's shadow or bad grades. I spent so much time being angry and dejected that I never really focused on myself. And that's why I never got anywhere in life. I can't control how people treat me, but I can control how I take their opinions. So now I'll live for me, with kindness and purpose.
Spoken like someone who's truly ready.
She stood, cracked her knuckles, and started chanting. The candles flickered, the walls shimmered, and then everything went blank. I woke up to the smell of burnt toast and the sound of birds. I sat up slowly and looked around. My old room. My old posters, my old creaky fan spinning above me. I rushed to Ella's room and found her sleeping peacefully. Then I went downstairs and saw Dorian kicking the ball like a dork. I ran and tackled him in a giant hug. Oh my god, I missed you.
Get off me. You broke my streak. Now I have to start all over again.
Well, so do I. That morning I got dressed and walked into school. And for the first time, people noticed. Not because I was a model or because I had a million followers, but because I held the door open. Because I helped a kid who dropped books. Because I smiled at people. For real. And that's when I realized that life isn't about being the favorite. It's about being someone.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.